degen and go to the moon.
Be a loser.
The moon. What the fuck do degens actually do?
Stop being lazy, go work out. But also, Rodney, if I'm with a girl with a BBL, I probably won't be complaining.
Wanna be the papa, you can be the mom.
What the fuck do degens actually do? No one knows. We just degen and go to the moon. The moon. The moon. What the fuck do degens actually do? No one knows. We just degen and go to the moon.
Be a loser.
The moon. What the fuck do degens actually do?
Stop being lazy, go work out. But also, Rodney, if I'm with a girl with a BBL, I probably won't be complaining.
Wanna be the papa, you can be the mom.
What the fuck do degens actually do? No one knows. We just degen and go to the moon. The moon. The moon. What the fuck do degens actually do? No one knows. We just degen and go to the moon.
Be a loser.
The moon. What the fuck do degens actually do?
Stop being lazy, go work out. But also, Rodney, if I'm with a girl with a BBL, I probably won't be complaining.
Wanna be the papa, you can be the mom.
What the fuck do degens actually do? No one knows. We just degen and go to the moon. The moon. The What the fuck do degens actually do? No one knows. We just degen and go to the moon.
Be a loser.
The moon. What the fuck do degens actually do?
Stop being lazy, go work out. But also, Rodney, if I'm with a girl with a BBL, I probably won't be complaining.
Wanna be the papa, you can be the mom.
Welcome, everyone, to the Meme Coin Chatter, where we talk memes, markets, communities, and the people crazy enough to believe in something before everyone else catches on. Some people find opportunity and take it. Others see something long before the rest of the world understands why it matters, and they're willing to bet on that belief even when everyone else thinks they're crazy. Tonight's guest chose the second path. He started with a few $1,000s and walked away from traditional path of school and made a decision that most people would have called reckless. He went all in on an ecosystem that at the time very few people were paying attention to. But what interests me tonight isn't the numbers. It isn't the username bought for dollars and later sold for thousands. It isn't the anonymous numbers, the digital gifts, the memes, or even the 8-figure success he says followed. It's the conviction behind all of it. Because there's something fascinating about a person who can look at what everyone else is overlooking and say, I see something here. And there's something deeply human. What happens after that bet works? What happens when being early changes your life? When conviction becomes part of identity? When the thing you believe for everyone else suddenly has money, expectations, criticism, and an entire community attached to it. Tonight, I don't just want to Telegram, Gram, trading, or what would be the next big opportunity. I want to understand a little bit the person behind the conviction, the sacrifices behind success, the moments of doubt behind the confidence, and whether going all in on something eventually teaches you as much about yourself as it does about the market. So tonight we are chatting it up with Plug.Ton. How
Yo, what's good, Leslie? Thanks so much for having me up here.
no, it is a pleasure. I excited because I actually came across you when we were in a space the other day, and you were talking about Graham, and you were talking about all of buying name stuff, and I was like, okay, wait, I can actually have this gentleman on the show. He can teach us. He can talk about it because if I'm unaware, can you imagine how many of us in this ecosystem are unaware? Because I was talking to you earlier and telling you in this echo chamber, and it's always around the same crowd, always around the same people. We don't know what other people are building. But
Right.
before we get started on all that, before the money, I want to ask you a little bit of questions, before we do start getting into the technical, because you did drop
Of
out of a
course.
school, essentially betting on yourself. So was there ever a night where the confidence disappeared and you thought, what if I just made the biggest mistake of life?
Okay, I'm gonna be totally real with you. It was just something about the way that Fragment.com was framed by Pavel Durov and Telegram that
Hmm.
even when the coin itself is dropping, I didn't really, my belief never faltered, to be honest. It, I've been convicted this whole entire time. So I'm not sure if it's just delusion
Really?
or yeah, no, for real. Like I've even in the worst case scenarios, like 1 to 2 weeks ago, there was the Telegram app got removed from the App Store temporarily. And within 3 to 5 seconds, I said, okay, bet. Like this is bullshit. I'm gonna ape the dip. And then I went long on the coin itself too, off the news. Because Gram coin dumped like 10, 12%, I think, within
Mhm.
3 to 5 minutes. And then like the main runner, Utia dumped as well. But I saw it as an instant buying opportunity. But yeah, just 100% conviction no matter what.
That's in the space earlier and conviction, and sometimes do we have to develop that mentality, especially in this space of going something that we believe in, but will that backfire as well?
Yeah, I think it totally can. And
Because
I've had a lot of situations that did that, like just having full conviction and then maybe in like I'm holding a meme coin, or like I'm trading and it just was not it. It was either not it or not the right time.
yeah, I mean, because it happens to a lot of us, right? And then it's like, we hear a lot of the stories too. And then, a lot of us hear that you started with a few $1,000s and eventually you built what you describe as 8 figures. Like, how did you even begin to
Yeah.
do that? At what point did you, this is an unit that I'm seeing that nobody has touched, and I'm going to go ahead and grab the bull by its horns and run with it?
Yeah, so I mean, I'll give you the full preface. It's like on Instagram, Discord, Snapchat, even Twitter now they launched their like username acquisition service. Um, but for maybe 10 to 15 years, there's always been a market, like an underground market for buying your
Mhm.
username on all social media platforms because it's kind of like a status
Really?
symbol. So like, yeah, yeah, like so if you wanted like Leslie on Instagram, right? It would
Yeah.
probably be $3,000 to $6,000 minimum. You can also buy directly through like a Meta rep, which I think is against terms of service, but people still do it regardless. But yeah, if you wanted to buy it from the person that owns the Leslie handle, like I don't know, she could say 10K, 20K, and then people do it. So I've been watching the market for usernames since maybe like 2012, 2014 across all platforms, and like if there was a like a stat chart or something like showing the growth for most of these platforms up until about 1 to 3 years ago, because we're in a bear right now,
Yeah.
but it's been like a straight up line on the chart for all of these usernames. Some have gone down, like TikToks are kind of worthless now because you can get whatever TikTok name you want for 1 to 3K. But Instagram, I mean, there's Minecraft accounts that are selling for $100 to $600,000. Just for having like the name dog on Minecraft, that's like 500, 800,000.
Wow.
But there's markets like there's underground markets in every single platform. Like the Roblox community is very big too, and I don't really see people talking about that, but there's a lot of items on there that are 100K each, or even like I think 1 to 2 million for one of the like most rare items. But I like the markets like that because you're basically your own salesman for one, or saleswoman, you know. But you're your own
Yeah.
salesperson, and the arbitrage on the up and down like fluctuations on the price, it's pretty easy if you have conviction. So you could buy a name for like 10K, and obviously if you need liquidity or like you're like fuck, like I gotta pay for rent or something, like yeah, you'll sell it for a loss for 8K. But if you just hold it, when the right buyer comes, you can sell it for 12K, 15K, 20K. And that's like my entire thesis.
Have you been doing it on other platforms, or just you said, you know what? No one's doing it here on Telegram, so I am going to go ahead and start buying the names and then selling them. And then how did you acquire the names? Like, what is your guide to doing what you're doing?
Yeah, I mean, I've just been watching and analyzing the other markets. I won't say I was like in them specifically, but for Telegram, yes, because they launched Fragment.com about 4 years ago, and it was Telegram's official auction platform to buy and sell your usernames. So they said, yeah, it's totally cool to buy and sell usernames for Telegram users, and we have a platform for it. It's 5% fee that goes to Fragment, which is owned by Ton or Pavel. And yeah, it's just like eBay combined with NFTs combined with the crazy underground username market, and that's the vision that I saw from the first day, and that's what made me decide to like drop out of school and quit everything for uh, Telegram, Fragment, Ton.
So is this the site that we're looking at right here, the fragment?
Yes, yes.
Oh, wow. So this is where you came on first. And did or you would just go look at certain buy names that were under a certain amount and then resell them, or how did that work?
Yeah. Can you check your audio too, real quick? Someone said your audio is a little bit laggy. I'm not sure if it's their end or not.
It's their end. Hold
Just
on.
a
Let
choppy.
me
Okay.
my okay. Testing. Okay, how does it sound, chat? Give me a 1 in the chat if it sounds better. Mhm. I know
But yeah, so this.
last time. Go ahead.
Then I was gonna while you're getting situated. Yeah, this is like where I got started though. I was only doing the usernames, And back
Mhm.
when I started, you could get usernames like let me think, like at Dummy, I remember it was like $40. Dummy, but now that's like 20 to 40K. So everything has gone up like a lot, but there's a lot of arbitrage now um, in the price increase. If you look up like human, I was participating in that auction last night for a client, and it went to like 130,000 USD.
Wow. Because so people are coming in and they're willing. It's lagging for a second here. So they're willing to come in and pay that much money just for a username.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like their online identity or just like a flex. It's essentially like a virtual bar of gold or like an AP, but it's like an NFT,
So
so
it's
it's
this one right here.
invincible. Yeah, yeah. Like if you click it, it'll show.
Really?
So yeah, I think I bid it up to like 120K and then it went to 86.6K gram, which is it equates to like 130. Yeah. But yeah,
Wow.
it's a 7A auction. So when the auction gets down to the last hour, if someone bids when there's 30 minutes left, like someone
Mhm.
outbids the highest bidder, it resets the timer to an hour. So you're essentially just like going band for band on the blockchain.
That's crazy. That's wild.
But yeah, that's one aspect of it. That's like the auctions for new usernames or like someone listing it. Like human, it was never
Yeah.
listed as an NFT. So it's been on a Telegram profile for what, like probably 10 to 13 years. And it
Yeah.
just now had the option to be listed. So that's why it went so high. No one's ever bid on it. So it's like considered new. But yeah, most people buy and sell usernames directly on Telegram. Like they'll just search up Leslie and they'll be like, "Hey, can I buy at Leslie from you?" Or they would go to at human and say, "Hey, can I buy it?" And then they would use like a trusted middleman to handle the deal, or they would just use Fragment to handle the deal.
So when they already
But
come,
yeah, there's like usernames.
sorry, go
No,
ahead.
sorry, continue.
No, I was going to say, so when they already come to you and ask you to buy that username, they already have a middle person or somebody that will work with you to make that transaction.
Like there's a buyer and a seller, and then I'm in the middle. So I either hold the funds, or I hold the username, or I hold both sometimes.
I see.
And then I just like I let the deal go smoothly. Because a lot of people get scammed because they just go first to someone random and they don't use fragment.com. But um, yeah, the majority of the volume on this too is just done peer to peer. So any statistic sites or whatever is probably inaccurate by about 70%. Like it only shows 20 to 30% of the true volume on Gram. So that's how you know it's like very undervalued when, I mean, there's not even statistics that show deals done one on one. Because there's like usernames that are sold every single day for like 50K to 250K, and it might be like 5 to 10 million, maybe like 3 to 5 million in volume on usernames, and it's just not accounted for because it's done privately.
Let me see if my name is there. Just my name. That would be crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
That I'm like, I mean, oh my God, my internet today sucks. Sucks.
Well, it's
Everybody
bad.
that knows. Well, it's because I'm out in the mountains. So there's days where it wants to behave, and there's days where it just does. Oh, look, sales price is only $87. Oh, it's sold.
Really?
It's sold.
Yeah, so it sold last year. Or yeah, so that's 87 grams. So
It is-
you multiply whatever number that is by 1.33.
Got it. Okay.
I think I actually know who that is. No, that's cool. But yeah, yeah. So once it's tokenized, it's invincible. So say your Telegram account gets banned, right?
Yes.
You bought Leslie as an NFT and your account gets banned. Um, the difference between Telegram and then buying like a username on Instagram, Snapchat, or X,
Mhm.
if your account gets banned on any other platform, you're literally fucked. Like the name is gone, essentially for forever. But on Telegram, you can simply just make a new Telegram account and put the name back on. You could get banned 1,000 times and it's chill.
But this is after you purchase it and put it on the blockchain. Is that correct?
Yes, yes. If it's it's called non-NFT. Like if you type in, let me think, type in alone real quick. I'll show you an example. Yeah, okay, see how it's like yellow and says taken?
Yes.
That's how you can tell if a name is a non-NFT. So if that channel or account gets banned, the username is gone for forever.
So now so right now, my name is probably taken too, right? Let's see, Leslie Mota.
Yeah.
So how the I don't understand my name.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So okay, but you don't have to sell it. You can tokenize it. So if you make it an NFT and your account gets banned, you're completely chill. As of now, if your account got banned, your name's gone for forever.
Oh shoot. So how would I tokenize it? Connect to Ton and how walk me through how
Yeah,
that looks for me to tokenize my name.
yeah. So first, you would need to go to you would download the wallet in which you store the name, which is Keeper. Like that's just what the majority of people use right now. You write down the seed phrase, obviously, like do all that fun stuff, and then you connect Ton in the top right, and then you sign
Mhm.
in. You click connect Telegram after that, and then you just type in your phone number to the Leslie Mota account. Then you'll go to collectibles. You'll get to a page where it shows like all the channel usernames and then your profile
Mhm.
usernames that are on your account that are non-NFT, and then you just click start auction, and then you start it from 10 gram. So you need 10 gram to start it, and you gotta win it.
Oh my God. So that means that if I am starting an auction and I start at 10
Mhm.
and somebody auctions more than me in the last few seconds, they can take my name?
Yeah, but remember, in the last hour, if someone bids with less than 50 minutes or 20 minutes, it resets the timer. So it's not like how eBay you could fucking you could like snipe auctions at the last second like that, but it's
Oh,
chill. You just have
how
to go ban for ban. But so okay, imagine someone bids $500, right?
yeah.
Whatever you bid, you get all your money back except 5%. So if you bid $10,000 because someone really wants your name, but you already own it, and then you bid yeah, you just bid 10,000, you lose $500 to fragment fees, but now it's converted to an NFT and it's safe.
Plug, so I can't just go there and buy my name, like other blockchains, like ETH, where you could just purchase it, and other websites. I can't just purchase it. I actually have to auction it in order to
Yeah,
try to get
everyone
it.
gets a yeah, everyone gets a fair chance at getting it. But again, remember, since you already own it though, you could bid
Yeah,
$100,000 and win it, but you only lose 5%. So
5% of that.
it's just the fee you have to, yeah, it's the fee you have to pay. I mean, realistically, like it would probably go to $1 to $400. So you're paying literally like 20 bucks max.
That's
It's
crazy.
chill.
That is so freaking crazy. I mean, it's either I have the chance of losing it forever if I get banned, or the chance of somebody bidding higher than me and taking my name.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people will pay my friends or I to start the auctions, and then we use our gram balance, and then they can pay us like Bitcoin. So like imagine you needed me to mint your name for you. So I would just use the gram I already have, and then I
Yeah.
just win the auction no matter what. Like I'm told, win this shit no matter what. And then
Oh,
say it goes to 5,000, I get the money back. I have the name as an NFT. So Leslie Moda is now in my wallet, and then they just send me the 5%, and they could pay me in like Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever they want to do. And then once they pay me that, then I just send them the NFT. So that's a service that we provide as well. Because a lot of people don't like handling the auctions. I'm not really sure why, but I kind of love it.
you love it? Okay, so
Yeah,
how
yeah.
did you even get to it? Because I understand that, you came in, you saw it. How did you actually get into working and being the middleman that handles all the auctions, if people want to come to you for a name?
I don't. It was like a slow burn, and I think that's like the best way to describe it too, because a lot of people that get really rich I've seen in crypto, I feel like with crypto, the fast money goes in equally as fast as it goes out. But for me, it was like a slow, steady growth, you know? So like if you compounded your net worth 1% every single day reinvesting, for an entire year. I made a tweet. I was
Mhm.
like, I was just thinking about it. That's a 37x. So that would be $1 to $37 if you just made 1% interest every single day. So that's kind of essentially what I did. Um, Starting
Wow.
with like 2 to 3,000, but for 3 to 4 years.
That is crazy. Okay, so now for example, Bull Shark, Bull Shark is in the chat.
Yeah.
So I pull up his name, it's taken. Can I try to go in auction that name, or he has to do it because, it has a handle?
Okay, so here's the thing. So this is like how a lot of people make money. So for human, someone probably convinced the owner to sell it, right? Because it was new to the site. So someone probably messaged the owner and came to a deal, like a conclusion. They're like, okay, I'll pay you $20,000 for at human, and then we could use plug middleman or whatever trusted middleman to handle the deal. So they bought the name. Now they have it as non NFT. Then they list it for auction. So someone most likely bought that for like 20K, and then they just made $110,000 in a week from one
Wow.
name. So that's what a lot of people do. So for Bull Shark, I've already tried to buy it because you just type in your Telegram at Bullshark and click on the profile, and then you're just like, hey, what's up? Do you still use this account? Um, would you sell your username? You can keep your Telegram account. I just want the username, and then some people just say fuck you, and then they block you instantly. Or some people are actually pretty cool, and then you can explain to them how the ecosystem works, and then I mean it's like half and half. A lot of people get scammed, um,
Mhm.
but there's a lot of good people that are like legitimate buyers and stuff. So like Bull Shark,
No.
I've already tried buying, and he just blocks me.
So is it really Bull Sharks, or is it a different Bull Shark?
Like the username Bull Shark, it's whoever owns it. So
Yeah.
I was trying to get Bull Shark. It's not actually the guy in the chat and stuff. I don't think.
The one that we know, it's not actually his, it's somebody
Yeah,
else's.
yeah. But I've gone for that like
Now,
5 times.
oh, we're gonna get it. So he really, really wants it. Okay, so question,
Yeah,
because you said something, that you'll reach out to accounts and the name, and if you want to buy something, or if somebody's asking you to see if they're willing to sell their name.
yeah,
How do we distinguish whether it's you that are working with Fragment and legitimately doing this legit versus somebody that's just trying to scam?
yeah. I mean, if anyone says send the money first or send the NFT first, it's like 99.5% chance of scam. Um, I don't want to just shill myself because I mean, there's me and then there's like 10 to 20 other trusted middlemen. But I mean, I would always just recommend going directly through Fragment. And if they decline to sell it through Fragment, then they're probably trying to scam. But if you get deeper into the ecosystem, people will be like, hey, can you use like plug middleman, like cold middleman, cool, fike, Cupid. I mean, there's a lot. Obey. Um, so you kind of just got to be in the know in that regard. But other than that, I would just suggest going through fragment.com or getgems.io.
So are there any names, like when you're looking for names, to buy, is there like any criteria that you're looking at, or any set of rules that you're looking at, and it can potentially possibly become something big, and I'm going to go ahead and start stacking the names that I want? How do
Yeah.
you do it? What's your process?
Yeah, I mean, it's been like the same strategy for a while, but the main thing is just knowing like I used to use Instagram hashtags. Really like if something had a lot of hashtags or just like Google searches, it was most likely good. Um with good resell, but overall I go for different categories like girl names, most common girl names, most common guy names, um dark names like kill, dark,
Oh my
hate,
God.
stuff like that. Because I mean, those are the ones that the rich people really like because they're like dark and edgy. So like, I don't know if you saw the
Really?
like, yeah, a lot of people that do the crypto hacks and stuff. Those are the types of people that buy these names for crazy prices.
No way. That's
Yeah,
crazy. That
yeah. So
is
if you think about
wild.
it, That's why XMR pumps all the time. Like when someone hits a lick and then XMR pumps 10 to 30%, it's because one of these people that buy Telegram usernames just hit like 1 mil or 10 mil, like a 1 to 10 mil lick. That's what they call them. But and then they oftentimes spend the money on the usernames or stuff inside of the Telegram ecosystem. So obviously it's bad money or criminal money, but it's legitimate sales and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Like when you're at the grocery store, you're not really questioning if the cartel goes into the grocery store or like a Best Buy and buys 10 computers. It's not your job to dictate whether or not the money's bad. They're giving you money for your product, so you know what I mean. Like it's legal on that regard, but the other person is obviously just doing illegal stuff.
You, you just don't know, like they're just buying the username and you have no idea what for.
Yeah, no idea. I just assume nothing. Like especially if the name's on auction, it doesn't matter. Like if someone just stole $50 million and they're bidding on human, right? If I have human, like
Yeah.
if that was my name and it's on auction and someone's bidding $500,000, I don't care where the money came from. It's being legitimately bid on. You know, like you can't really handle whether or not the money is good, quote unquote good.
Wow. So is there anything else that you're doing on Telegram besides just the username?
Yeah, I mean our network, we do a lot of stuff and everyone, I would say everyone does a lot. Like I feel like the majority of people in this space are doing they probably have 10 to 30 different side hustles or ways to make money. So each one is like 5 to 10% of their net revenue, their daily revenue. But I do like usernames, the anonymous numbers. We have the username at anonymous numbers, and that's our rental channel. I do that with Frag on Telly. I think you met him briefly, but yeah. So people, the anonymous numbers, there's 136,000 of them, um, and the current cheapest one is 2,900 or $3,000. I think the last time I checked. So for people that don't want to fully like outright buy an anonymous number, they'll rent it for $80 to $100 a month. So that's another revenue stream you could do. If you wanted to, you could take 50K and just buy like 15 anonymous numbers and then start a channel for renting. Um, and if you get all of them rented, you're making $1,500 in passive income while um, if you're bullish on the anonymous numbers, it doesn't matter. It's just like free money. Because if you're going to be a holder anyways of the anonymous numbers, because you think they're going to go to 8 to 10,000 eventually, you're literally making a free $1,500 a month while waiting for them to go up in price.
Okay. You're feeding me a lot of information and I love it, but I'm like
Okay, so
my brain. Okay. So let's go back to the beginning because you're telling me numbers.
yeah,
Okay, let's go back. How do I even get to that part? Like buying the number. Walk me through from the beginning.
yeah. Okay, go back to fragment.com. I'll show you. Okay.
Okay. Let me bring it back up. Okay, I'm here.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Got it right here.
yeah, and then click click on auction and do for sale. Set that to for sale and then do price low to high. Okay, so if you click on the click on the first one for 2,200 gram. All right, was it say 2,900?
Yes,
Yeah, so there's
2,900.
136,000 of these numbers. It's an NFT collection. And the importance of these is you can put them on your Telegram profile. So like for your Leslie Telegram account, you could put this plus 888 number and you don't need to use a burner number or a +1 or your real number. So it protects you from people like
Oh.
looking into you or like looking into your account, and it also like just it hides your identity so you don't get SIM swapped or just like doxed and stuff. And then another
So
cool
if my account ever get
no, you got it.
because I was gonna say, okay, so what if I ever get locked out of my account, anything happens, and how do I gain access to it if I don't have like my personal number or anything like that?
So the cool thing about this is once you buy it, it's an NFT. So it'll go in your Ton Keeper wallet, like I told you earlier, and if you get logged out or your Telegram account gets banned or something, all you do is you click Plug.Ton and then you go to the number section and you just click get receive code and it'll just send a code through
Mm,
fragments. So your number is stored with your seed phrase. So it's safe in that regard. Like imagine your phone number gets hacked, like your real life phone number or your burner account or Telegram or
yeah.
sorry, burner phone number gets hacked or the burner phone number app, they just go out of service and then you're fucked, you know? Like I've seen that happen before where
Yeah.
they just stop providing service for the numbers. This lives on the blockchain for forever. So once it's connected to your Telegram account,
Mhm.
it's in your hands with your seed phrase for your Ton wallet.
Oh my God, this is like blowing my. I'm like, where have we been sleeping this whole time? Like a lot of us, because I had no idea this was even going on. This was happening. Like this is like you're blowing my mind right now.
Yeah, I know, I love it. Like it's honestly fucking crazy. Like when I started, these numbers were going for $7 to $10. Like the first day I started, I remember I bought like I think like 10 to 20 for like seven. It was either $7 to $10 or 7 to 10 gram, which was Toncorn at the time, which was it's either 7 to 10 or 15 to 20, but regardless, that's 100x. And I do know
So
some
you're
people that bought like 100.
okay. So you're telling me right now, when you first got in, the numbers were worth 7 to 8, and right now the cheapest to buy is around $2,900.
Yeah, and they sat there too for a little bit. Like if you go to here, pull up this site real quick. Go to nums888.io. It shows the chart for the number specifically, which is really cool. You could peg it to USD or gram. There should be a
Okay,
button.
so you said MUNS.
Yeah, nums888.io. And you could see yeah, you could see the growth. It's pretty crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Let me know if you find it.
No, I'm not finding MNUS dot.
It's like a nums, NUMS, N as in Nancy,
Yeah.
nums888.io.
Come up.
I sent it to you on Telly too, if you want to see it visually.
Oh, you sent it on Telly? Okay, let me pull it up
Yeah.
on Telly.
But yeah, I mean, so with 136,000 of these numbers, the minimum market cap is roughly 400 million, and it's very liquid. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so click where it says TON and USD in the bottom right. Like the little, yeah, click that and then click all to the left of it to zoom out. Yeah.
So, what does this number mean?
That's USD. So the current floor, like cheapest price is 2,900.
Got it.
And if you look all the way to the
Just
left, that's like when Fragment came out and when I started.
oh, wow.
Yeah, okay, so
So
it was
that was
like
back or a little, yeah, little cheap. Because this is around December. What farther? It's probably gonna go lower.
yeah, I think it was like December 2022, I think, or 23. I'm not sure. But yeah, it was 15 to $20 to 2,900 right now.
That's wild. So you're telling me that when people were aware of this, oh, tons, and people are actually buying these numbers.
Yes, like people legitimately need these. Like this is like a need on Telegram.
No way. Okay, so what kind of people are buying this? Like what kind of need or like need to have these numbers?
Yeah,
If
the
you can
need.
yes, the need. What is the need? Plug. What is the need?
Okay. The main thing with these numbers is once you buy one, you can link the Ton Keeper wallet to Fragment like I showed you in the top right. Like you click connect Ton, and you can go to your number and click turn off login requests. So having an anonymous
Oh,
number
on
on your
this
profile,
page. Yeah.
yeah. Once you like connect it, it'll pop up a screen with all the numbers you own in your wallet, but you can turn off login requests completely.
Mhm.
So any bad actor like threat actor, hacker, they can't even try to sign into your Telegram account. Like if they put in the number attached to your account, it'll
Mhm.
say it'll just say no. But like imagine you have your real life phone number on. Like if I had it, I could just go to Telegram, try to log in, and I can get the prompt to try to get in. So some people do get like screwed by that. Like they have a number on and then I've seen it to where people they accidentally had their screens open and then someone sent a code and then the code popped up on their like stream and then the hacker was able to get into their Telegram account.
Oh,
So I mean if
snap.
you're
So
conducting
this
business on here, sorry, what? So this is what?
No, go ahead. No, you go ahead, talk. Tell me everything. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah. I was just gonna say, I mean, if you're conducting business on Telegram, like me or the username people, that's like one side of the story. The
Yeah.
majority of crypto traders, like meme coin traders or anyone doing NFTs and everyone on like crypto Twitter, they're all already using Telegram. And I'd probably say 90 to 95%, I think, don't even know about anonymous numbers. I've seen calls like KOLs that have messaged me that
Mhm.
have their they have their real life phone number attached to their account, and I have to tell them, you got to go to your settings right now and turn off. Like it's on some crazy schizo shit. Like I can't even imagine they don't have the proper OPSEC to hide their phone number, and they're talking about making 7, 8 figs trading meme coins on Twitter, but on their personal Telegram account, their phone number is leaked, and they don't have an anonymous number. So if you think about the amount of people using Telegram, which is 1 billion plus, and then you narrow it down to all the people that use Telegram for crypto, I don't know. It's got to be like, I feel like it's got to be what, like at least 1 to 5 million people that are actively trading
Mhm.
meme coins and stuff. And then from there, you can narrow it down to maybe like 10 to 30,000 people like us that are like publicly posting and shilling stuff on Twitter. There's only 136,000 of these numbers. So I mean, that's like in game. That's it. There's only there's only 136,000. So I
So
think
this
these
may
will eventually be 10 to 25,000 floor, like probably near term once the bottom's in for Bitcoin.
you think I mean, it's like my mind is it's like going crazy now because, like you said, for a lot of us that do conduct business on Telegram, especially if we do trading, the wallets and everything, this is something very important and crucial for us to have to protect our safety, right? It's
Yeah,
like we always talk about security, and this is part of security and securing your Telegram account from keeping hackers to come in and wipe you.
yeah, exactly. Like I've seen people get their Telegram account hacked and then they have their Bonk bot or whatever wallet inside, or they have seed phrases stored in their messages, and then they get clapped because they don't have an anonymous number to turn off login requests. To me, it's idiotic, but I think more people just need to have the understanding that uh, proper account security is important. And
Yeah.
it's like the
Okay.
only thing like that. Like, yeah, they're asking what?
They were asking me the previous message. Okay, preach, plug, preach. Which one? If you're here, lock in only to continue. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to get distracted by the chat because you're giving me some good information here, but I thought they were asking a question or they were trying to add to what you're saying. With the Telegram is something that, a lot of us are not aware. Plug, oh, look before the clock. I guess I don't see. Can you guys ask the question again? Because I don't see it. Is it 2,900 gram, not dollars? Is that what he's saying? But that's not what it shows there, right?
No,
What
it's
is he saying?
2,900 US dollars and it's 2,200 gram.
Yeah, that's what it says right there. 2,200. Oh, because I said it wrong. I guess I said it wrong. It's $2,200, 2,200 gram and 2,900 USDT. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yes.
So it's
Yeah.
Bull Shark, shut up. He's
No, okay,
confusing
but
me,
that's
Plug.
like,
He's confusing me.
but yeah, that's like the bare minimum of the cool part of numbers. Okay, like that's literally bare minimum, the security part. And with that aspect, being priced in, like with that alone, these probably should be $10,000 to $15,000 floor. There's also cool numbers, right? So you can have like, see how there's 8 digits on the top? It's plus 888 is the area code, and then there's 8 numbers. Like it's just random 0, 6, 2, 4, 6, 1, 4, 3.
Yeah,
Numbers like
yeah.
0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. That's like $100,000 to $300,000. So we
Why?
haven't even talked. I mean, you got to think about Dubai. Look at the Dubai license plates. A lot of these people that buy that type of stuff, they're the ones that are also buying these just for fun. It's literally like it's like a Richard Mill just on Telegram. Like okay, that means it's
Wait, are
listed for
you
that, but it
kidding?
won't actually sell for that. No, no, that's just you could list it for whatever you want, but
Oh, okay.
look at the sales. Like if you want to see actual sales, go to click for sale, click sold, and then do price high to low, and those are real sales. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, yeah. So see how there's 4 digits instead of 8?
Yeah.
There's 500 total out of the 136,000. There's like around 500 where they're just 4 digits. And those cost a minimum of 250,000 USD to 300,000 USD. I think at the like they're liquid at that price and no one talks about them. So given that, I mean 8777, that's just 777. So obviously that's like lucky as fuck. And that's sold for like 800K a mil. Yeah, I think that's like a mil. Um but so
That's crazy.
given the floor price for those numbers with 500 of them just from the 4 digit numbers, it's 150 to 250 million market cap just from that small part of the collection. So that's the overall market cap of anonymous numbers is probably close to 700 million to 900 million, pricing in all the VIP numbers, and they're liquid. And keep in mind, Gramcoin itself is only valued at 4 billion, and this is liquid, roughly 1 billion, which is already 25% of the coin's value, and these are just very, very liquid.
That's craziness. Okay, so now about gifts. Talk to me about
Yes.
gifts and NFTs. That's, I guess, another thing that you guys do in Telegram.
Yeah. So like I mean, if you look at my PFP, right, like it's a board ape, and Frag likes to talk about this, but if you if you wanted to know if I own it or not, like you don't really know, right? I could be LARPing as a crypto punk or a board ape on Twitter all day just for fun. And I mean, you would never know. If you're a large figure, obviously you can assume that most likely they actually do own it, but I mean, you got to do some weird shit. You got to like show on the blockchain you own it if someone were to like ask for proof and stuff. But with Telegram gifts, yeah, yeah, click it for
Oh
Telegram
my.
gifts. You can wear them as your Telegram status. So if you have Telegram Premium, you can put one as your essentially like comparatively to Twitter, it's like your PFP or whatever. Like for me, I have the Bored Ape. You can rock one as your Telegram status,
Oh.
and then on your profile, you can stack thousands of them and make cool designs with the background or like matching colors. So you can actually prove that someone owns their NFTs because it's on their profile. If it's on their profile, it means they own it. And so the problem with like Ethereum NFTs and Solana, you can only kind of flex one as your true like identity or PFP. But with the gifts, you can literally have 10,000 if you wanted on your Telegram profile to flex. Like you could have 500 all purple. Like a lot of people do that.
Okay, so this is kind of similar to back in the day when, NFTs were a big hit on Twitter before it became X, and you
Yeah.
owned one and you were able to connect it and people could verify and validate that you actually owned that NFT before they went away with it. Is that something similar to that?
Yes. Yes, exactly. But it kind of expands upon that idea because, like I said, there's two different. You can do that part where you can
Yeah.
verify it on Twitter with, I think it was like a hexagon or something, right?
Yeah.
You can rock
Yes.
one as your Telegram status, but
Mhm.
again, with Twitter and the ETH NFTs, you can only do one at a time. But with Telegram, you can have thousands, which it
Really?
just is completely different. Yeah, because on your profile, like if you
Yeah.
click on my Telegram profile, you could see like I just have a bunch of blue ones like I made. Um, if you open it up,
Okay, so see how I can show without showing like chat. Let me see. So people
no, no,
can
it's
see what
okay.
we're talking about. Okay, I'm gonna
Mhm.
let me see how I can share. Let me how I can share this without I'll come back to this page. Uh, uh well,
Yeah, but for the gifts, like the Bored Ape or CryptoPunk of the gifts, it's the plush Pepe collection. It was the frog, like the Pepe you were just looking at. Yeah, yeah. So see like the top, middle, and then the second row on the left and right. Um, the cheapest ones for those are, I think it's either $7,500 USD or 8,500 USD for the floor price, and there's 2,800 of them.
and you're saying that
So
you can
given
use
everything is
all
a no, sorry, continue. You could use what?
I was saying that you can use all these, you're saying as your PFP or just one by one. You click one and then you use one for because you're not using one for your.
No, but do you see the status next to MM to the right?
Oh, yes. Wow.
Yeah, so if you highlight over it, I don't know if it does on a computer, but on phone, it'll show the number, like the collectible number too, to prove that it's like a real one. But
Like this.
yeah, yeah. So that's you can rock one as your status. So that's like my status, and see the background in the gift. It changes the background of your profile too. So if you look at the background of the gift, it matches like my profile next to my like or surrounding my PFP.
Yeah.
So a lot of
Yes.
people really like the black background ones because it makes your profile black.
So you're telling me that this little froggy right here is worth $7,000.
That one that you're looking at, since it's blue on blue, I'd say right now it's like 20 to 30,000 USD.
Wow.
But the cheapest ones, like if it's green on a purple background or something that kind of looks ugly, like for the cheapest floor, it's 7,500 or 8,500. I don't know off the top of my head, but it's one of those.
Okay, so now I'm seeing a pattern with your gifts that so
Yeah.
you've bought all these and this is like the color scheme that you bought stuck to. Is there a reason or is it because of the value?
No, I just fuck with blue for real. And like Telegram's blue. So that's just my theme.
So
I
that's your
haven't
and
updated it in a while, but it takes forever to readjust all the gifts because you gotta do it one by one.
so you also organize them and put them in, you're saying in order of how you wanted them? Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah, yeah.
This is crazy. Okay, let me get out of here really quick because I was like, stop
Yeah, yeah,
sharing.
yeah.
We'll go back to
But yeah, so for the plush Pepes, the current market cap is roughly 20 to 30 million based on the floor price ones. Um, but a lot of the plush Pepes have sold for upwards of 100 to $300,000.
wow. Okay, so well, Chuck is saying that, well, I think we clicked on them and they're when you click on them, you're able to do upgradable or they're upgradable and they have on them. They move. He keeps
Yeah,
distracted.
yeah, yeah.
I
They all have
forget. It's
a
like
like a different animation.
okay, so now we're going back to the gifts. Okay, so is there any collection that is similar to like what Basie is, Board 8 Yacht Club? Is there any collection that's like worth or similar to that type of status, for the gifts here on Telegram?
Yeah, I mean, I the number one is definitely Plush Pepe. Like that's like the Bitcoin of the gifts. If you go to the browser and go to getgems.io real quick, if that's okay.
Okay, yeah.
This is another marketplace. This is like another marketplace like Fragment. It's just not created by Telegram, and people use it because it's 2% fees for sales as opposed to 5% on Fragment. So a lot of people just use the secondary market. Yeah, so if you scroll down, you could see the collections based on volume.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, so that's
okay.
top collections. And then maybe do let me think. I would say do 30 days real quick and then do all time because you can see the all time volume on Get Gems for the gifts.
Wait, okay. So 30 days. Oh, so right now the
Yeah, so I mean
Telegram
everything
numbers.
is down on volume, but
So the anonymous Telegram numbers are
or
popping usernames. Look at the plush puppet.
yeah.
So when did
And then yeah, Plush Pepe volume is down right now.
16%? So
So when did what?
that means that I said it's down 16% and get some right now. They would. Okay, so what's the whole purpose of the gifts? Because I see like the chat is excited about the gifts, and I'm if just to be if I am just seeing it as like NFTs, and we've already been like in the NFT cycle and we see what's happening, like what is exciting about like the gifts? Like why would I want to get gifts?
Yeah, I mean it's kind of just fun, because you can actually gift them to your friends. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of different collectibles. I mean, there's like Hello Kitty, there's Spider-Man, there's like official Telegram logo gifts. There's like different. Uh, there's even like a Bored Ape model. Like they have one gift where there's like 30 different models, and then one of them is a Bored Ape driving a car. So it involves everything culturally, and some people just like to buy one model, and they have like 30 of them on their profile. But it's basically just about customization, gifting friends, or just displaying on your profile, and also just like a virtual flex, because it's proven that they're owned by you. So a lot of people that just play around with money, like if they just make like 500K from trading meme coins, they'll definitely just probably buy a plush Pepe to rock it on their profile, because it's like a
Got
sign of
it.
kind of like respect or like clout. And there's also like a plush Pepe holder group chat that Pavel Durov is actually in. He was talking in it 2 days ago. But to get into that group chat, you have to own a plush Pepe, and it's verified. You're like screened to check if you actually own it. But yeah, Pavel was talking in there 2 days ago.
Oh wow. So they said that you sold a Pepe to what's his name? How do you spell it? How do you pronounce it? Durov? Duro?
Oh, Pavel? Yeah, Durov. I gifted him one.
Who is Durov?
Durov is the CEO of like he's the boss of Telegram.Ton.
You got to be kidding me. Here I am sitting on Telegram.
No, no, it's okay. I mean, see, that's how you know how early you are. Like the people trading with millions, they don't even know about turning your username into an NFT. They don't know about the anonymous numbers like that we briefly touched on. Some of them know about the plush pepes because they're in the NFT space and they heard about it. I feel like so it's just like there's so many different sectors of like areas you can make money with arbitrage price up and down. Um, to me, everything just feels extremely fucking early. Like with the fact of the market cap of anonymous numbers being 1 billion and the gram coin itself is at 4 billion. That's fucking horrible. Like what do you, I think it's just getting beat down or market makers are holding it down. Like we saw it pump to 290 recently and now it's already back down. It retraced to 130, but I think $5 to $10 per gram is coming soon. Um, we kind of just have to wait for overall market sentiment to change or flip.
Plug, am I cooked? Because I was asking you questions who you gifted. Am I cooked? Tell me, because the
Well,
chat's telling me I'm freaking cooked because I didn't even know who there was, and I was asking you, and you had to tell me.
that's low key cooked a little bit, but no, it's okay. Like it's
Look,
okay.
we're learning today. We're going to learn
We're
today.
all
That's what
learning.
we're doing. This was the whole purpose of Plug coming on. As we said, we were in a space with Bull Shark and the rest of the crew, and you were talking about all of this information that we're actually walking through and you're showing us. And I was very curious. And I was like, you know what? Let's get him on the show so he can tell us, how he's earning, how he's making, and what we're missing out in the space, other ways that we can also make money and make revenue. And sometimes we look at it and I'm thinking, okay, am I late? Because you were super early. And I feel like I'm
Yeah. I
late.
mean, no, you're not. I mean, you're not cooked and you're not late. The thing is, you didn't have to deal with like you or anyone else new to this shit. They don't have to deal with the 2 years of like agony and despair that a lot of us have had to deal with the coin dropping like 90%. So keep in mind the coin is dropping from 850 to like $1.30 range right now. And while the coin is dropping 90%, we're making money on arbitrage sales on the three sectors of NFTs on Telegram. So really know anywhere else you can say that about. Even with Solana, once Solana dipped from like 280 back down to 70, like what we're seeing, coins stopped really pumping to 100, 500 million. Like it started to get really hard. You kind of had to have like inside knowledge or just be lucky, which at the end of the day, I think meme coins are really just gambling unless you have some sort of uh, inside knowledge or just like crazy conviction and you just feel it. And I think that's the best way to print money with meme coins. Like you got to have the conviction because you can't be buying the top and then see it dip 60% and then sell for a loss and then it runs 10 to 20x. Like I see that so many times. But yeah, it's super early. I think gram coin overall is being held down, like with market makers, shorts, also timing on the overall market. But once we
Yeah.
see like a 5 to 10% green candle like wick up on like on the day chart for Bitcoin, um, I think Pavel, like the CEO of Telegram, he's strategic with everything he does. I think he's waiting for volume and liquidity and risk on assets to be going crazy before announcing anything because there's no reason to shill like the meme coins on Gram, plush pepes, usernames, anonymous numbers. There's no reason to really try to pump them. Not really pump, but you know what I mean. Like apply
Yeah.
news about them or awareness. There's no point to do that in a basically dead market unless you're in stocks, or you're winning from meme coins. So once risk on assets are on, all the people that have been having like full conviction in this, I think everyone's going to be rewarded heavily because everyone's going to get on this sooner or later. But you're extremely early. What I'm saying, yeah, you don't have to
Okay.
deal with the 2 years of agony. Like this is literally the bottom.
Okay. So then I'm still at a good spot to get my feet a little wet with all this Telegram stuff.
Yeah, I would definitely say so.
So, Plug, you've been willing to say publicly that other ecosystems are dying while
Yes.
Telegram, uh, Gram, are where the real opportunity is. How do you personally distinguish between the extraordinary conviction that you have and, you know, I want to say like ego or you know, in a way, because it's like, no, it's gram, and it's other ecosystems are. So explain that a little bit to me as to why you see other ecosystems dying and Telegram is going to survive. Why do you think that? Why do you say that?
Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of an exaggeration on like dying. Obviously, I mean, there's a market for XRP, there's a market for all the top coins in crypto, but with Ethereum and Solana, there's only so much you can do. Like I feel like with Solana and Ethereum, people like to talk about building, like we're building stuff. Like I do like what Robinhood is doing. I think that's crazy and that's really good with the
Yeah.
RWAs or whatever. So that's crazy bullish, but overall, like if I would have been trading only on like Ethereum or Solana, like in that ecosystem, I probably would still be at zero. And when I have traded on Ethereum or Solana, like I've played some meme coins. Like my best win was on Peanut on Solana. I bought into like 60, 70 mil, and then I
Yeah.
DCA'd down to 40, I think. And then it ran to 2.6 bill at the top or whatever. But um, what I did was as soon as I got that profit, I rotated it instantly into Ton and Gram. So every time I make any money elsewhere, it just rotates directly back into Gram. It's like the number one place to be.
And where do you, when you're rotating it back for the people that don't understand, and some of our viewerships that might not be in this ecosystem, like where would you go and buy gram?
Yeah, I mean the KYC option, I think you have to buy it from like Binance or Coinbase, and then you can send the Gram coins to your Keeper wallet once you create the seed phrase.
Yeah.
Um, but if you have Solana or Ethereum, uh, we have a solution for that. It's blackmarket.tg. You can swap in Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin, XMR, USDT, XRP, even some shit coins like I don't know, like wrapped base, Coinbase ETH or something. You can literally
Yeah.
swap that directly into Gram for 0.5% fees using blackmarket.tg. And that's powered by us.
Wow.
That's the best way to swap to it from whatever chain you're already on. I personally hate KYC procedures and AML checks. Um, like swapping using like external websites, even inside of Ledger. I don't know if you've seen stuff about that, but you can literally try to swap $500 worth of Ethereum to $500 worth of Bitcoin inside of your Ledger, and you get
Yes.
KYC'd and lose your money. Like that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. You can get
Wait,
KYC swapping in Ledger
no way.
because the route. Yeah, I swear. Like, do not swap and do not swap coin to coin through Ledger. Let alone
Okay.
for like don't like Exodus. It's the same thing.
I had no idea because I don't use Ledger, so I'm gonna put it out there.
Yeah.
I do have a wallet of choice, a preference. I'm not gonna say it, but
Yeah.
what? How
Yeah, you
how can you like it make sense?
that's what I'm saying. It's just backwards. I mean, I don't know. To me, that's why like I'm all in on Graham. Like we're seeing people lose money to swaps inside of Exodus wallet. You can even get KYC swapping from Sol to ETH inside of your Phantom wallet. If the
Yeah.
bridge flags it, like the funds, like you may have gotten the money legitimately, right? Like you may have um sold a Solana NFT for $200 and then you're swapping it to ETH, but then it says, "Oh, your money's dirty. We have to KYC you." All because whoever bought the NFT from you had dirty or stolen crypto money, and that's not your fault. But that's the solution that blackmarket.tg presents.
Wait, but how would you even know if they had dirty crypto money if we're supposed to be decentralized?
You can just check it on literally like the directly in the blockchain. You can see what address sent you money, and then you can copy and paste that address into an AML check. Like realistically, what that's saying is in order to swap anything, you should be checking who sends you money. Then you gotta type, copy, and paste their address to check if they're clean, like for AML check. Oftentimes, if money's sent from a gambling website, it's it will get flagged no matter what. Like if you receive money from someone that withdrew from Rainbet or like Stake, that money will get locked. I've had totally clean money get locked. Like I used to use fixflow.io to swap like Ethereum to Bitcoin. I literally
Yeah.
swapped Ethereum to Bitcoin, right? Through Fixflow. I got the Bitcoin to a new address. So that the only transaction I received was a Bitcoin incoming Bitcoin transaction from Fixflow. Then I tried to send that money from Fixflow back to Fixflow to swap it to Gram, and they KYC'd and said this is dirty money. So it's honestly a
Really?
lot of bullshit. I feel like a lot of these companies are stealing money, but the solution is decentralized swaps. And I think privacy coins are really good too, like XMR, because that's what unknowns use.
I'm still baffled, you telling me about Ledger and then now telling me that we are able to do an AML check on wallets, which I didn't even think that we could, which this is wild to me. I'm learning a lot today. But one of the questions that I was very curious about earlier, when they
Yeah.
removed Telegram from the Apple app, how did you guys feel, especially the ones that are, you guys are making money on Telegram? It's like, what went through your mind? Like, what happened? And
I
just
mean,
walk me through.
legitimate, like when Telegram got removed from the App Store, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes.
First I made a tweet about it, bringing
Uh-huh.
attention to the subject, and then I immediately rushed to start longing Graham, and then I bought Utia. So I had 100% conviction. When that happened, though, I swear to God, I received maybe 300 messages. I got a lot of hate and death threat and shit, just like saying, haha, like you lost everything, like Telegram got removed from the App Store. I wasn't opening it because I was literally rushing to go in long and stuff. Because in my head, I knew, like I was talking with Frag, he's in the chat, and Obey, and a lot of my close business associates, and we're just buying the dip. Like it was like 0% worry, but majority I think were worried, which is interesting to me. Like I don't understand how you could be trading on something with even 3 to 5% uh like disbelief, or 3 to 5% like worry that this isn't the future. Like I don't know. Everything in life I hyperfixate on. So it was just 100% conviction.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, this is technology, right? The apps, they're not owned by us, and we always have to be prepared for extinction if that does happen, because we know AI is going to come over and take over everything
Yeah.
one day or another. But I think earlier somebody was asking for you to talk about something. I'm just trying to go through the comments right now. I did see it earlier.
What
Oh,
subject?
it was about Telegram and all of the new updates and what is going on and what is new, what is coming. Do you know?
Yeah, I think what most people are waiting on, it's like 50-50 I see on the timeline.
Mhm.
It's mainly talking about the 7 steps of, excuse me, Tonga, which is make Ton great again. That's Pavel Durov's 7-step process to making Ton great again, right? And we're currently waiting for 5. And he announced that there's a non-custodial wallet coming to Telegram that's going to be directly integrated and implemented within the app, with, I think it said 0% fees. You can correct me if I'm wrong, or someone in the chat, but I think it's supposed to be like close to 0% swap fees, and it'll be similar to Phantom Wallet or Exodus, where you can have all your crypto in a non-custodial wallet where you back it up with your seed phrase. And a lot
Oh,
of
wow.
the FUD I see relating to the wallet is that, well, what if my Telegram account gets banned and stuff? I mean, it's the same shit with Twitter money, like X money. What happens when your Twitter gets banned? So it's different in that regard because you have a seed phrase for this wallet. So even if your Telegram account gets banned, you simply
Mhm.
make a new Telegram account, um, and you just import the seed phrase into your account again. So I think that's what it's going to be like, and I think that's going to be the shift for overall meme coins on Telegram, to where the whole point of Mtonga, they made the fees to send Gram to another Ton wallet, like Gram to Gram or someone else. They made the fees 6 times cheaper. They made the finality block speed time 6 times faster, and it's now the fastest blockchain out of every single blockchain. It's like 0.6 seconds. Um,
Yeah.
and these two facts alone means, since they're part of the 7-step process of Mtonga, it implies that the whole purpose of Mtonga is going to be pushing for the meme coins, because there's no point in making a 1 cent fee 6 times cheaper to send one plush Pepe or one username to a friend. The whole point of 6 times cheaper fees is for insane amounts of transactions, high frequency trading. And what is high frequency trading? It's with meme coins. Like, most likely we will start seeing like AI bots trading on Gram meme coins, but I think the wallet will line everything up, and he's just waiting for uh, a little bit of bullish momentum in Bitcoin to do it. I think that's why everything's kind of delayed.
What was the reasoning of using the Ton blockchain versus other blockchains for Telegram? Do you know?
Uh, will you restate that, please? Using the Ton blockchain as opposed to what?
To Solana, Ethereum, you know, blockchain.
Like,
Why
why would I
Ton?
use?
No, no,
Why would I
why
use
why
Ton?
why Telegram? Or, why the founder, decided to use the Ton blockchain instead of any other. Oh, speed, any
Mm.
other. So I
Well,
I
I
was
think
just
it's,
curious about that.
yeah. I mean, I think it's more so that Pavel Durov's main thing is the fight for freedom of speech and privacy. So him having his own blockchain, you would kind of need that in order to relay that message, because if you're using Ethereum, you're piggybacking off of another blockchain that you have no control over. This was constructed specifically for Telegram by design, so it's native to Telegram, which has 1 billion active users. So we already have the foundation. Everyone on crypto Twitter is literally using Telegram. So they're going to start onboarding people, or like people in the chat, we're all onboarding people to Ton, because you're already using Telegram for 2 to 6 hours a day, probably, if you're in this space.
Mhm.
So the whole point of the wallet is it's going to be directly integrated inside of the Telegram app. So it's just another
Mhm.
way to keep people inside of the app and ecosystem. There's no point to go to
Got it.
Phantom Wallet. There's no point to go to Exodus, or I mean, I guess Ledger's chill, or Trezor, because you got to have the cold storage. But if you're trading like on Phantom and Exodus and shit, there's no need for that, because you can just use the wallet directly inside of the app, which you're already using for 2 to 6 hours a day.
Yeah, got it. Okay, that makes sense. Um, Plug, I know we're past the hour, but I wanted to do some quick rapid fire questions with you. Do you still have a few minutes
Yes,
for
yeah,
me?
yeah. I have unlimited time. We're chilling.
Awesome. Perfect. Okay, so rapid fire. Let's do this. You can't think about it, just whatever pops into your
Yeah.
mind. Telegram gifts or Telegram usernames?
Usernames all the way.
Gram or Utia?
Utia all the way. Easy.
Meme coins or NFTs?
Fuck. I'd say NFTs. I'd say NFTs, because the NFTs on Ton are, it's like guaranteed profit.
Diamond hands or take profits?
Diamond hands.
Being early or being right?
That's a good one. I'm gonna have to say both. Like that. I don't know if that's a cop out, but you got to be right and early for real.
Yeah. One massive conviction or 10 smaller bets?
One massive conviction all the way.
Anonymous numbers or .ton domains?
Anonymous numbers. The .ton low key ass. Low, they're low key ass. You don't really need them. It's cool because you can send money to like Plug.Ton, but
Yeah.
it's kind of like everyone on Twitter, like a lot of people I see, they think Telegram username NFTs are the .ton DNS domains, and that's how you know you're insanely early, because the .ton names are like $100 to $400. The
Wow.
same username would like alone .ton is probably $500, and alone the username is like 300,000. So that's a huge discrepancy, and like just knowing.
Got it. 100x or 10x, and everyone knows you called them.
100x quietly. Like, what does that mean? Quietly, like
Like, yeah, like you
you
get
just hit
into
that
a
shit in
play
private.
and you 100x it, yeah, and it quietly, nobody knows. Or, you want to do 10 of them and put it out there and everybody knows that you called some of these plays that went 10x.
I'd say 100x quietly. There's no need for like publicity and stuff, to be honest.
I like that. Charts all night or sleep and let it ride.
Sleep, sleep for sure.
Sleep, sleep,
Don't even look.
sleep, yes. Don't even look. Okay, 10 million today or your entire portfolio locked for 5 years with a shot at 100 million.
$10 million today or luck,
Or your
like
or your entire portfolio is locked for 5 years with a shot at 100 million.
definitely just locking it for 5 years. There's no need for money right now.
You're like, lock in, I will make a way another way. Plug, do you want to leave us with any words of wisdom, any parting words, anything else you want to say before we wrap it up?
Hmm. Nah, I just want to say thank you, Leslie, for having me on here and letting me go off on crazy tangents about uh, the chain that I love. And yeah, thank you for taking the time. But no, I think the only parting thing I want to say is just it's really good to be right at the bottom. Timing the bottom seems really bad, but we've been in a downtrend for so long. Why would you get bearish while we're already at the bottom? I think having a bull mindset has always won overall.
Yeah.
So start accumulating, dipping your toes in, anything and everything though, especially Ton. But like even like the meme coins on Sol and ETH, you could dip your toes in a little bit, like, but you just got to make the move. I feel like a lot of people are scared to pull the trigger when you just got to do it, even if it's with $10, because you get the
Mhm.
practice of doing it.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Plug, I want to thank you so much for taking the time coming out here on the meme coin chatter and sharing your conviction with us. I think, it was one hell of a conversation. I learned a lot. My mind was blown at some things. I didn't even know what the fudge a lot of this stuff was. Of course, Bull Shark making fun of me right there, who is Durov, which I probably should have known, since I do know Ton. I mean, I'm probably going to get clowned for a little bit, going into spaces with you all. So I'm okay with that. I'm good. I think we're all here to learn. That also goes to show that sometimes we are not present in a lot of the communities and where we need to so we can begin to learn more. And I really appreciate you. And maybe I can have you on in the future and talk more about the stuff that you do or about anything else on the show.
No, for sure. I would love to, and especially spaces too. But like, I feel like barely even scratched the surface, which is crazy to think about because I didn't even look at the time and stuff. But yeah, like we barely scratched the surface, and I'll definitely send you some stuff too to check out, and research into so you can get more DD and stuff.
Yeah,
Like
and no,
we can
and
see
you know
some.
what? If we didn't even touch the surface, because to me, I think we covered a lot. But if you're saying that we barely touched the surface, we can absolutely do another episode. Come on, and then we can touch on more of what we didn't get to speak on today, and that way I can learn because I love to continue to learn what is happening in the space that I was not aware of.
Yeah. No, I think it would be really important to go into the like the semantics of like at a deeper level on how to actually make the money because I see a lot of people asking the questions like, okay, well, how do I find usernames? So it's almost like a like a crash course on how to be a salesperson inside of the Tom blockchain. I think that's how to think about it. But I mean, like literally, you could start today and probably make like 5 to 20K in the first maybe 2 to 4 weeks just by like hunting usernames. Like you know how you looked up bull shark and then it was on an account. Like
Yeah.
everyone has their own unique personality, and that's what's beautiful. I mean, about I guess just life and people in general, but everyone has their own unique taste. So you may think of something that I never thought about, or this other person never thought about. Like I need to get into more so Russian girl and guy names, Spanish girl and guy names, and I don't really like tap into like the Chinese and stuff. But a lot of that stuff, there's so much money in it. Like there's random Chinese names that I see someone bought for $40 and it sells for 50K. And all it took was sending one guy one message and saying, "Hey, can I buy your username?" And it's an instant 50K. So
That's wild stuff. Okay, you know what? I am going to book with you. I haven't booked anyone for the next meme coin chatter, so we can do an episode 2 and then
yeah,
talk since it's still fresh and talk a little bit more about it. And that way, you know, because I would also like to know the questions that everybody has and that you saw and that we didn't get to touch on. And then you could just walk me through it all.
yeah,
And then that
perfect.
way I have better connection by then.
Yes, and I'll send you a lot of stuff to look into by then too, so you can just
Yes,
know
and that
a
way if
lot
I
more.
have questions, you know, you can help me answer.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, just message me whenever too. You got my tally and shit. So
Okay, I will. Thank you again, Plug, for coming on. Really appreciate you. And then we'll link up so we can get that episode 2 scheduled.
yes, yes, hell yes. Thank you so much, Leslie, and everyone listening.
Everyone, have a good night. Stay safe out there and don't do anything we wouldn't do. Good night,
Peace.
everyone.